The doyen of Indian politics, Netaji Mulayam Singh Yadav, passed away yesterday. Today his last rites have been conducted. A passing of an era in Uttar Pradesh politics, three-time Chief Minister. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is inaugurating the Sri Mahakal Ujjain corridor today, a series of steps taken to rejuvenate and renovate and refurbish iconic Indian temples. And the big Congress election on the 17th. Mr. Shashi Tharoor and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, now officially nobody withdrew, so both are taking on each other on the 17th, and we'll know the next day who's winning. Zaman Sharma with Pallavi on power circuit this week. Pallavi, Mr. Mulayam Singh passing away, I think a big blow to the Samajwadi Party in a way that he was seen as a centerpiece of the entire party. Even during elections, we saw that, he was there on the posters, he was even there in whatever way he could be in the campaign. Quite a blow to Akhilesh Yadav, I believe.
Yes, and that's the apprehension in the cadre also. Will it actually mean that the party is going to go apart? I mean, many people say that about many other political parties, which are centric on a personality. But it's Aman, in death, the mettle of a politician often comes across. And it's interesting that the Congress, for example, has a blow-hot, blow-cold relationship with Mulayam. I mean, remember when Sonia Gandhi very famously said 272, at that point of time, the Samajwadi Party also, in a sense, let her down. And I also remember when Pranab Mukherjee became the president, and I saw Jairam Ramesh tweet yesterday where he thanked Mulayam Singh Yadav for supporting Kalam, completely forgetting the fact it was Mulayam plus Mamata Banerjee who had actually recommended the name of Dr. Manmohan Singh to become the president. But still today, Sonia Gandhi has sent two of the old soldiers and one new, Bhupesh Baghel, and of course Kamal Nath, to be sent, has been sent for the funeral. And every political party, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra forgetting her bitterness and of course reaching out to Akhilesh Yadav, and I'm told she's going to go to Lucknow in the next few days to kind of condole and meet him and pay her condolences. And we saw this across every other political
party. Mr. Amit Shah also went to Vedanta to pay his last respects.
Interesting. Rajnath Singh, of course, coming from UP, being sent there, and the Prime Minister's very emotive tweet also, that old speech of his, right, in Parliament.
So in a way, I think Mulayam Singh Yadav was somebody who enjoyed this respect across the political spectrum. He was seen as a मिट्टी का लाल जैसे कहते हैं यूपी में, son of the soil, who जिसने, I remember speaking to Mulayam Singh Yadav 3 years back, I think in Lucknow, when he told me, I asked him that आपकी पार्टी का वो rejuvenation नहीं हो पा रहा है, 17 में इलेक्शन हार गए, 19 के इलेक्शन के बाद I met him. So he was like, देखिए हमने तो साइकिल चला चला के यूपी में पार्टी को बनाया, संघर्ष किया, मैंने साइकिल यात्राएं की, साइकिल पे सब जगह जाते थे, लोग जुड़ते गए और हम मुख्यमंत्री बने. तो एक तरह से this was also a message to the newer generation of Samajwadi Party that you really have to struggle on the ground.
And to other parties also, that you have to learn to have good equations with everyone. I remember when I went to Saifur for that festival which took place, and I was speaking to the workers, and Vox Pop one, उनमें से एक ने मजे मजाक में बोला कि he's like that आलू, हर सब्जी में मिल जाता है और अच्छा भी स्वाद बढ़ाता है. The thing with Mulayam Singh Yadav is, I think he was the best epitomized the old generation of politicians who understood that you need to have good equations with everyone, because you never know किसकी जरूरत पड़ जाए, कब कौन किसके काम.
A very sharp political acumen. Even in 17 election, he clearly told Akhilesh that Congress से alliance मत कीजिए. So this, in the hindsight, if you see, he was absolutely correct that you could not. He did approve the alliance with Mayawati because he himself had allied at one point with Mayawati, with Kashiram to form a government, but never approved of the alliance with Congress, and we all knew what happened.
Yeah. Anyways, on the somber note, we shift our focus, of course, to the big event. You've done a series of stories. It's actually fantastic. It's mesmerizing, and for Hindus especially, I mean, the whole Mahakal, going there to Ujjain, Mahamrityunjay Jap karna. And I'm sure that is something which is so emotive. But I remember I read one of your earlier stories. It's just in a series of a makeover. I mean, I know it's religion, but politics can't be far behind. And is there political messaging also which you think the BJP is giving for 2024 also? I
think what Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly believes is that the glory of the Indian iconic temples, needs to be restored. They need to be brought, improved upon. Pilgrim experience should be improved upon. That has been the idea. So it started with Somnath Temple while the Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister. Once he became the Prime Minister, we have seen the rejuvenation of Kedarnath after the 2013 floods. We saw the Kashi Vishwanath Dham last year being inaugurated. See, I think the Ujjain Mahakal corridor, so all the Jyotirlings in a way, be it Somnath, be it Kedarnath, be it now the Ujjain Mahakal corridor, be it the Char Dham Pariyojana, which all the 4 Gangotri, Yamunotri, everything is going to be joined by an all-access road, which the project is still ongoing. But I think the larger idea of the Prime Minister is that all these iconic sites. There is nothing to be, and the feeling in the BJP was that under the Congress rule, these iconic temples did not get their due. So now the BJP government is trying to, in the Ayodhya temple, the Sri Ram temple in Ayodhya will be ready next year end for darshan. So it's, I think, a series of steps, and I think the Ujjain Mahakal corridor has a lot of similarities with the Kashi Vishwanath Dham, because the area of the temple premises is being multiplied, is being expanded in a big way. They are also expecting that pilgrim rush is going to double at the Ujjain Mahakal corridor. It did double at the Kashi Vishwanath Dham once it was inaugurated last year. So I think it's a larger project, as you know, is that the iconic temple sites should look better. They should be better pilgrim experience. When pilgrims go there, it should be
also the economics of it. I mean, you beautify a place, tourists more and come. You only did that story, right? The footfall has increased, for example, in Kashi Vishwanath, and I guess in Ujjain also. I mean, these are religious sites, but there are people, they want the tourists to come there, look around the adjoining areas, stay there for some. So the hotel industries do well, the shopkeepers, the vendors, all of them do well. So the economics, politics plus religion, that can be a very deadly and heady combo.
Yeah, and this is the BJP, the party which also wears its sentiment on its sleeve. Yes. So it is very clear that if the iconic temple sites of India have to be refurbished, so they will do it. And 850 crores is being spent on the Ujjain Mahakal corridor. It's a big amount. So obviously, but the results are there to see. It looks beautiful. The area has been made bigger. More pilgrims can. I've been to Ujjain Mahakaleshwar, I think, a couple of years back. So it was a bit of a struggle because the narrow lanes, and then you go inside the temple premises needed expansion. So I think that has been done, and Prime Minister will be speaking more on it in a few minutes. So we'll know what exactly he will also lay down his idea of the entire thing, and which brings us to the most hot topic.
Which makes us laugh and smile, and now you know why the Congress party ke saath yahi problem hai. People don't even take them seriously anymore.
No, but both the candidates have taken the election very seriously.
I don't think Kharge has, but I mean he's taken it as seriously as he can. But Tharoor, I mean, I think it's a lesson for every politician and for Congress party. I mean, this is what we were talking about last time. Yeah. That's the way you fight elections, even though you may not have the numbers. I mean, you have the hashtag ready, you have the campaign ready, he takes the selfies, he's tweeting, aggressive about it, even though he knows that the chips are against him.
Absolutely. Why don't you think it's a secret ballot? How do you know, Pallavi, he might win?
मुझे तो मुश्किल ही लग रहा है because
will people conscience rise then people voting secret ballot for the Think Tharoor campaign?
I mean,
as Mr. Tharoor is believing that some people may actually in secret ballot, you never know what may happen.
Yeah, but I'm going to be a little cagey about that. I still think that Kharge has. I mean, there's a whisper campaign, but yeah, it's a secret ballot because I remember Madhusudhan Mistry in the press conference kept on forcing on the fact it's a secret ballot. It's a secret ballot. So so they're going to justify that win in a big way. But Tharoor, I mean, I did the story earlier. There are people who are calling up Tharoor's campaigners and saying, please step down, don't do it, don't do it. And I think that's the saddest takeaway possible from an election. And I'm going to take Rahul Gandhi's comment, that remote control nahi hoga, pinch of salt, truckload of salt. You think it's going to happen?
Remote control, Mr. Kharge, I think with Mr. Tharoor's campaign line does resonate at some level. When he says that if you elect Mr. Tharoor, it's going to be more of the same, what was there earlier. There's nothing much is going to change.
Yeah, Kharge.
So, and Mr. Kharge doesn't really, the agenda is so much, I remember Mr. Kharge saying we're going to implement the Udaipur Declaration. Udaipur Declaration is meant to be implemented, I believe. If they were
we were there at the press conference, that's where our last show came in from. And you heard what Mr. Kharge was saying. No? Yeah. He seemed to be saying Gandhis will be our leader, we'll consult them, and that's the fear factor. There is going to be a kind of a remote control, not taking them on, and Yeah. I'm just so surprised here, Raman. Today someone was joking and someone was saying that the Congress seems to be the B team of AAP. They are nowhere in Gujarat, and the Prime Minister said that Gujarat mein Congress is working silent against the BJP. Itna silent hai Congress that they even don't hear themselves.
The Prime Minister is spending 3 days there, but we don't see any senior Congress leader there.
Kejriwal is spending. Where is Congress?
Well, I think Congress may be leaving it for the last lap, like they did the last time.
Like they always do.
Like they always do. Last time they were still able to,
but they're concentrating more on the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
Bharat Jodo Yatra, and which is not going to Gujarat for some reason.
Yeah. And I don't think Rahul Gandhi is going to be going to Gujarat also.
Anyways, we'll be there next week and by that we'll have a new Congress president in place, so we'll discuss what happens.
Most probably we'll do it from the Congress headquarters.
And the big rejuvenation of Congress next week we'll discuss with the new president in place.
If there's a rejuvenation. Thank you so much for watching and do give us a reaction.
Thank you.